Hello students, hello everyone, welcome to one more session where we are going to discuss important 2-mark questions from the chapter Trigonometry, and these are the questions which are picked from R.D. Sharma and your previous year's question papers, and also you can see these questions in your KB worksheets. So concentrate here children, because I am expecting at least one of these questions, one of these 5 questions to repeat in the coming board exam. So if this question repeats, you can easily score and can score full in your board exams. So let's concentrate and let's see how to solve them, and let's try to solve them with less possible time. So the first question, we have the first question where they are telling us, prove that cosecant x square minus sin square x into cot square x minus cot square x divided by sin square x is equal to 1. But whenever you are looking there children, try to recall the identities what you know. You know sin square theta minus cos square theta is 1. You know secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. You know cosecant square theta minus cot square theta. You can see that identity there. Yes. So what I will do in the first step, I will just try to write them in terms of like cosecant square theta minus cot square theta, write them together because we know that's 1 minus sin square theta or sin square x into cot square x whole divided by sin square x. Now look at this very carefully. You know that cosecant square x minus cot square x is 1. Yes, of course. So what it becomes? It becomes 1 minus sin square x into cot square x. What do we do now, children? If you look at the question, it's very simple to solve by splitting the denominator. You can see we can take the sin square x as the denominator for 1, and you can take it for this also. Whereas when you take sin square theta as the denominator, here it becomes cosecant square x. When you take it here, sin square x and sin square x gets cancelled. So in the next step, we will split. I will write it as 1 by sin square x minus sin square x into cot square x whole divided by sin square x. And what happens here, children? Sin square x gets cancelled, and my children know what is 1 by sin square x. That is cosecant square x, right? Cosecant square x minus cot square x is equal to 1, which is your RHS. Simple, easy. Yes. So if you get in your board exam, you should be able to solve within 2.5 minutes. Yes. You have 2 marks. Let's go for the next question, the second question over here. Another simple and easy question which is related to your trigonometric ratios, especially the values. You need to know the values here, the trigonometric table, where you know sin 30, cos 30, tan 30, all those values you should know. If you don't know, it will be hard for you to solve these questions. Because the whole condition is also given. Look at the condition. A plus B is greater than 0 less than 90 degree, and A is greater than B. Remember that condition. That's very helpful for us to solve. So they have given us tan of A plus B is equal to root 3. Right children? Tan of A plus B is equal to root 3. And what I will do in the next step is immediately I'll write, you know, when do we get root 3 in tan? Yes, it is 60 degree. When theta is 60 degree. So I can write tan of A plus B is equal to tan of 60, wherein I can easily write my A plus B value is equal to 60 degree. Let me take this as equation 1. Yes. After this, they have given tan of A minus B. So let's write tan of A minus B is equal to 1 by root 3. So I will write, what will we write children? Tan of A minus B is equal to 30 degree. That is tan 30 here. So we'll write tan 30 degree. So I can write A minus B is equal to 30 degree. Take it as equation 2. Okay. Can we add 1 and 2? Yes. By adding equation 1 and 2, what do we get? We get 2A is equal to 90 degree. Yes, children, 2A is equal to 90 degree. And what will be A? Yes, A will be, yes, A will be equal to 45 degree. You get 2A as 90 and A will be equal to 45 degree. If A is 45, you get B as what? And A is greater than B. They have clearly given the question. So if A is 45, substitute in any equation, you get B as 15 degree, because you know A minus B is 30. So this condition is very important when they have given you angle A is greater than angle B. Yes? So you can easily write A is 45 degree and your angle B is 15 degree. This is how to solve the second problem. But as I told you children, you need to know the values. You need to remember that table which is given in your textbook. Yes? And you know there is easier way to remember those questions. If you remember that table, many questions you can solve and you will not have any problem when you're solving these questions in your board exam. So make sure at least once in 2 days you write these identities, write the table and learn so that you don't forget in your board exam. Let's go for the next question. We have solved question number 1 and 2. I hope all of you have understood and you will be able to solve it if you get these questions in your board exam. Let's go for the third question, question number 3. If you see, another question related to your basics of trigonometry, where sine B is given as 12 by 13. And whenever we get like this to do, what do? We take a right angle triangle. Yes, we take a right angle triangle and we take this angle as angle B. When we take this angle as angle B, I can write this side as 12K and this side as 13K, where let's take this triangle PQR. Yes, in that case, children, using Pythagoras theorem, you can easily write PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. So PR square is 169K square. And why are we taking K? Because it's ratio. They are not given the sign value, they are given the ratio there. Okay? Whenever they are given ratio, you are supposed to take in that way, children. So here PQ square is what? 144K square. You know 12 square is 144K square plus QR square. Now take it to the other side, children. 169K square minus 144K square will give you QR square. So tell me, what is your QR then? Root 25K square, right? Root 25K square. So we can easily write it's QR is equal to 5K. Right? Usually the value will be plus or minus. We discard the ratio here because here the ratios are not negative. So you got this value. What are they asking you? Chord B. Now see, children, from the diagram, tell me what is chord B. Chord B is which side or which side? Chord B is always adjacent by opposite. So we'll write QR by PQ. So I'll write here it's adjacent side by opposite side. Yes? I hope the minds are very well in this topic. Yes? Okay? So chord B is even. Now we have all the values. Let's substitute. QR is 5K and what is your PQ, children? PQ is 12K. So you get 5 by 12 as a ratio. So this is your end of the 2 mark questions. And you can ask me, so can you skip some of the steps what you've done? I've done each and every step so that you don't miss out anything. In the exam, you can, children, you don't have to write all these steps. You can directly find the value, substitute and write since it's a 2 mark question. Yes? I hope question number 1, 2, 3 is very clear for all of you. Yes, children. Let's go for question number 4. Many students in my offline and online classes, usually students have a lot of doubt in these kind of questions. So sir, cos B is given, they are asking about cos of B by 2. How do we do that? Now look at this carefully, children. First question I am asking you, when you look at this question, they have given cos B, then what is the value of half cos of B by 2 they are asking? Very simple question. I will tell you, you know for what value of theta, cos theta is 0. It's 90 degree, so I can write B is equal to 90 degree. Yes or no? And in your syllabus it's 0 to 90, so we'll stick to that. We'll not go for 3 pi by 2 here because cos gives you 0 for pi by 2 as well as 3 pi by 2, but here we'll stick to this. B is known. Can you find the value of half cos B by 2? Yes, of course you can find. So half cos B by 2 will be half cos 90 by 2, which is nothing but half cos 45. And you know what is the value of 45 degree? What is cos 45 degree, children? Tell me. Cos 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Right? Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So what is the value you are getting here? It is 1 by 2 root 2. And you can't keep it like that. So multiply root 2 to the numerator and denominator. It's basically root 2 by 4. This is your point. So that is the value of half cos. I hope the fourth question is clear for all of you, children. Yes? I want all of you to practice these questions because let's pray, if you're lucky enough, you'll get these questions in your board exam. And this is one. I'm expecting this kind of questions from you.